what was the story of you
Yes.
getting to know God,
Oh,
deeper?
yes. So I will never forget that day. I broke down. I was in one of my lowest points. Everything felt like it was falling apart. You know those moments,
Yeah.
rock bottom moments. And I will never forget that day. The pain was too much. I heard a song. So the song came on because I was washing dishes in the kitchen. And the song came on, the song by Kanye West, No One Gets Left Behind. And I felt the pain of the people who were suffering because they felt alone. 'Di ba? No one gets left behind.
Yeah.
Parang lahat tayo sama-sama sa mundong to. Dapat walang kumbaga parang we should treat our brothers and sisters equally, fairly. And in those moments, I was feeling a lot of pain and I was struggling because I was experiencing one of the lowest points in my life.
Yeah.
So when that song came on, it triggered the pain in me. Naiyak ako for the people who were suffering, naiyak din ako for me.
Mm.
And so I broke down, pang pelikula, Alec. I broke down and started crying on the kitchen floor and I
Mhm.
said to God, God, I cannot do this anymore. I don't know what to do. Please show me. That was the moment, that was the day when I actually surrendered. So the more you surrender, I feel the deeper you go. People think surrendering is a sign of weakness. But actually surrender is a sign of strength kasi it is hard to let go.
Yeah.
But if you can let go and if you practice letting go every day, then I feel that's when you go deeper in life.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi ka na naka-hold on to anything that's
Yeah.
weighing you down. You just go deeper and deeper and you just feel more and you just, you're just more alive and more
Yeah.
awake.
And surprisingly, that's also where the magic happens.
Exactly. And
The
that
moment.
that moment you surrender. The moment you say, God, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah.
'Diba? Those are the moments when God is finally gonna be like, okay,
My turn.
my turn. Ang kulit mo eh.
Totoo.
'Diba? And that's the real test of faith. 'Diba? Ang dali
Mm.
kasi mag-post ng quotes about faith eh. Pero when the time comes to actually practice it, it's hard. It's hard when God is actually putting that test in front of you to test you. Oh, Max, are you gonna choose faith or are you gonna choose fear? Kasi 'di ba when we make those big, huge, life-changing decisions, it's scary. So it's either we make that leap of faith or we stay stuck because we're afraid to make a change.
Mm.
So God is always testing our faith, he's testing our character, he's testing us. With everything that's happening, I feel every day is a test, every moment is an opportunity to show God who you really are. That
Yeah.
you are really the person that you say you are.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Kasi pwedeng sa harap ng ibang tao sabihin natin, ito ako,
Yeah.
mabait ako, nagdo-donate ako sa charity, pero behind closed doors, nakikita at nararamdaman ni God kung ano talaga ang nangyayari inside of you.
Yeah.
So you can't fake that, you can't fake energy.
For a good time, I was really into the healing stuff, and I got into, I've known God deeper as well. And then I saw something online that says, I'm not sure where it came from, but it says like, oh, you can't believe in manifestation and then you can't and God at the same time. What's your take on that?
Okay, so God is the foundation, 'di ba? God is the source. So manifestation comes from God. Manifestation, people may not understand it yet. I'm still working on understanding it. But manifestation, we are always manifesting.
Mhm.
Daily, we are manifesting based on our energy.
Mm.
So whatever we're thinking, whatever we are feeling, we are attracting.
Yeah.
So I think because we are a very religious country,
Uh-huh.
people tend to find it scary when they start to, dabble into these kinds of mga spiritual practices or
Yeah.
like believing in manifestation. I feel like they think they are not being true to God when they are starting to believe in these other things.
Yeah.
I think that is where people get scared They what do you call this? They feel scared that if they start to believe in these other things, that, di ba, we are God-fearing people. So natatakot sila that God might not like it.
Yeah.
My take on that is, I feel, if it feels right to you, if it feels aligned, go do it.
Yeah.
Because that is what God created for you.
Yeah.
Because again, everyone's journey is different. Everybody is different here on earth. So the only person who can truly know what is good for you is you. So you have to feel what is good for you.
Yeah.
If I feel like manifestation is something that resonates, why will I deny that?
Yeah.
I feel that God will actually be happy if I become authentic, stay true to myself, and practice what feels right to me. If God sees that I am being true to myself and I am doing what feels right to me and I am doing what makes me healthy and I am doing what brings out the best in me,
Yeah.
then I think everything is good with
Yeah.
God. So that's my moral compass.
Okay.
And so I can't keep asking people, okay kaya yung manifestation? Ano tingin mo? Baka magalit si God? Alam mo yun, I have to trust.
Yeah.
Trust myself because at the end of the day, it's a conversation between me and God. So I have
Yeah.
to feel it and I have to make that. So I feel that when you start that
Makes
conversation
sense.
with
Yeah.
God and the universe, if you start that conversation, they will start sending you signals. God, the universe, your angels, your spirit guides, they will start pointing the direction. They will start leaving breadcrumbs for you to follow. That's how it works for me. But you have to start that conversation. You have to be the one to start it.
Yeah.
You have to be the one to talk to God and say, God, I'm ready. I am here. I am here to obey. I am here to listen.
Yeah.
Ano ba? Ano bang gagawin natin? And that was my moment. The moment I surrendered in the kitchen, that was my defining moment. That was when I said to God, sige God, ikaw na ang bahala. I am gonna do the work here on earth. And then show me the way. I will keep obeying. I will keep listening. I will keep following your way. And then so far it's gotten me here. So I'm very, very happy and grateful.
Yeah.
I think you know that feeling, right?
Yeah.
That only you will be able to share with others, with the people in your life, how God helped you,
Yeah.
how God worked in your life.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should talk about that more.
Yes.
We should
definitely.
not feel afraid or feel embarrassed na if I talk about how God worked in my life, people might say I'm being corny or that I'm
Yeah.
being preachy. I am not ashamed.
Yes.
And I will never stop praising God.
Yeah.
I will never stop sharing that. That's such a beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
In fact, it's much easier not to share it.
Yeah.
Like I get so tempted at times. Like I'm living a good life, guys. I don't need to share any more of these
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
And then I need to wake up and start posting things because I know that okay, God, you blessed me so I could bless others.
Yes.
So there's really a lot of temptation. Like I could just live a peaceful life. I don't need to inspire other people, and I don't need to,
Exactly.
But then it's I think that comes with the blessings.
It's an overflowing feeling.
Yes.
And I need to share it. People keep
Yeah.
asking me, what was the secret, Maxine? What healed you? And I keep saying God. Diba? God. It's just that constant communication with God, that
Yeah.
seeking a deeper relationship with God.
Yeah.
That's what healed me.
How important is having that kind of faith in becoming a creator or like pursuing your goals, pursuing your dreams?
Well, hindi naman ako talaga sobrang to the highest level na sobrang religious. Pero I take my faith seriously talaga na parang feeling ko isa yun sa bumubuo sa pagkatao ko. Kasi yun lang yung pinangawakan ko nung walang-wala talaga. Ako, yung family ko, kami ni Arky from scratch. Si Lord lang yung feeling ko.
Okay lang. It's okay.
Halik naman, sabi mo. Sabi mo, chill lang tayo dito Yun, yung parang feeling ko, si Lord yung hindi talaga ako iniwan. Sa lahat ng stages ng buhay ko, ramdam ko talaga na kahit man mangyari, syempre tao ka lang, magda-doubt ka,
Yeah, of
go
course.
overthink ka, matatakot ka sa buhay mo. Pero at the end of the day, alam ko na kahit anong mangyari, si Lord yung pinaka-importante.
Yeah.
Kahit sa social media, siyempre yung buhay natin parang medyo magulo, maingay. Pero at the end of the day, fame, material things, follower count, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Si Lord talaga.
Our Creator designed our voices so different from one another.
Yeah.
It's part of our identity, of our design. And we have to start embracing it from that place. Hindi mo kailangan i-compare yung sarili mo sa ibang tao, sa ibang singer. Hindi mo kailangan i-compare yung path mo sa iba. Because yours is unique. Yours is uniquely yours and uniquely given by God. So start embracing that.
If you were to teach, how do you pray? How can someone be connected to the source? What's your prayer?
Of course, prayer as a verb, which is I sit down, I close my eyes, and I only have 3 prayers. Number 1, gratitude. Just every night before I sleep, I pray. I cry every night. Thank you. Forgiveness. I clear my heart every night. Same prayer. To all those who have hurt, please forgive me. For those who have hurt me, I'm offering forgiveness. And the last prayer here is, as I sleep tonight, let your will be done. Use me heavily to bless the world. And I don't believe in, Lord, beckon a man. Lord, sige na. Bigay mo na sa akin, Lord.
Sorry, ganyan yung prayer.
Stop it. Everything that you want is there. And if you're not receiving it because you are not prepared, prepare yourself. Prayer as a verb. However, I also have a prayer as an emotion, that I make sure that every time I am awake, I make sure I feel God in my heart. And the way I feel God is I feel good. So even if I don't do the rosary or do my praise and worship, but I feel good all the time, because when I feel good, prayer as an action, I do good. So 24 hours prayer sitting down, prayer closing my eyes for 1 hour to listen, but prayer in my awareness of how I feel. Am I connected to the source? Do I feel good no matter what? And the most important prayer for me is, even if I don't speak about my faith, even if I don't speak and preach about God, but my action is all about kindness, forgiveness, non-judgmental, compassion, that speaks a lot about my Creator.
Di ba, you believe in God, pero marupok ka? Yeah. Unfortunately, I am. But thank God He has grace for me. Thank God He has forgiveness for me. And thank God for His love.
Yeah.
Na even though I'm a single person, I know that I'm not half valued. Even though I'm a single person, I know I'm not alone. I know I'm loved. I know I know I'm taken care of because I have a Father in heaven that takes care of me. So, I guess to quickly again just summarize my answer, it's always going back to me being honest with myself. I don't have to pretend I'm okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm gonna have to be honest that I'm imperfect, that I'm marupok, I'm
Yeah.
fragile. Shoot, makala ako strong. Ganun lang, ano? But yeah, there's grace. There's grace for me.
Yeah.
I think what's important talaga is my personal relationship with God. Off cam, on and off cam. But more importantly, off cam. Behind closed doors. So, if I may answer it this way, it goes back to intimacy with God. My personal walk with Him. Whether that's seen by other people, whether that's heard by other people or not. So all of the things I'm saying, hindi minsan, all of the time, ano lang siya talaga, overflow. So, I said this in one of my talks before. It's like in a Christian gathering of singles. parang it's a question about Christian branding.
Mm.
I told them Christianity is not just branding. It's not branding. It's not a way of packaging. It's a relationship with Christ. I can say I'm a Christian not because it's my branding online. I'm a Christian because I love my Jesus and my Jesus loves me. And so my faith overflowing through my content or through the way, if my faith only overflows through my content but not through the way I live my life, there is a mismatch over there.
Mm.
I need to do a heart check.
Yeah.
If my faith overflows through my words but not through the way I love, there is a mismatch right there. So I have to go back to my God, like, God help me. There is a mismatch. What's up? What's happening? And so yeah, just again going back to the intimacy. Christianity is not a branding. Christianity is a relationship with my God. And for me, whether that means being seen or not, being heard or not, as long as I am near my God, I'm fine. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I've been going to church since I was young, but I was just like going religiously, you know, until when I was 15. I had little faith. Like, Lord, do you really love me? You know, like, what's there for me? Like, what is this about? Like, who are you? You know, I just had that question. That moment when I had little faith, that's where God met me. Because I just decided, okay, God, I just want to know you. I just want to come. I just want to take a step closer. And if the most step you can take right now is just one, even if it's just one, even if your faith is like a teardrop, it's as small as a teardrop, as small as a mustard seed, God can grow it.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just a matter of, Lord, yun na, di na ako yung magaling sa buhay ko. Bigay ko na po to sa'yo.
Yeah.
So, just to answer that, I guess that's how God met me.
Uh-huh.
That's how my faith started. It started very, very small. Small. Like atom small. That kind of molecular small. And I just came to a point of saying, Lord, I surrender.
Mm.
It's not in my hands anymore.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, us being able to have that relationship with God. He's not requiring us to have a faith so big. If all you have right now is that dot of a faith, but you are humble enough to say, Lord, take over.
Yeah.
I'm giving this life to you. That's how I met my God. And I'm
Wow.
sure that, you know, other people, if they're going through the same journey as well, they can still meet God. I'm sure.
Yeah.
God has always been close. You know, He's always been there. And He's just patiently waiting for us to say, okay, Lord, sa'yo na po yung buhay ko.
Lahat tayo may faith eh.
Yeah.
Kahit na ano sabihin mo. We have different kinds of faith. But all of us, we have that faith or belief system eh. Diba? Kung saan all of my life decision would be the POV, would be that perspective, that
Yeah.
faith perspective that I have. I'm a Christian. And so my identity is really found in Christ. Body, soul, spirit. Marami sa body. Ano ibig sabihin ng body? Pag yung identity mo, yung personhood mo, nasa katawan mo lang, pogi ka, mayaman ka,
Physical.
si apelido mo, kuweng ka, yung mga ganon, di ba? Parang, di ba, it's all externals. You know naman na you're just one scandal or one cancel culture away, you're done.
Yeah.
Or tumaba ka, yung dating Mr. Fit is now Mr. Fat, di ba? Parang, yung akala mo, ito yung magbibigay sa akin ng identity affirmation ng tao, could be destroyed. Yun nga sabi ko, nagkasakit ako 2 years ago.
Yeah.
If my identity was just based on I'm a public servant, I pastor, I help people, now, what if I can't anymore? What would be my life's meaning?
Yeah.
Baka ma-depress ako niyan. Kasi walang
Which is nangyayari talaga.
Which nangyayari talaga. And I counsel a lot and coach a lot of people like that. Kaya alam ko, sabi ko, no, it should be personhood. You have to know who you are, your identity.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's my take on that, no? That you have to be firm kung sino ka ba talaga sa mata ng Diyos. Who are you? Because you've got to find your identity somewhere. Well, throughout history, you see there's always origin stories. Where did you originate? Who created you? Right? As a Christian, that's my perspective. Dahil Christian ako, naniniwala ako, it's God who created me. My identity is not based on my wealth or on my family name, C. Hindi naman Henry C, no? But but it cannot be there. Why? Because if my business fails, then I'll be sad.
Yeah.
Then there's no more hope, right? My identity should be based on something that's more eternal, not temporal. Yun yung sabi ko, pag body, tatanda ka rin magkakasakit ka rin Pag soul, which is the mind, the seat of the emotion, right? It's your emotion goes up and down. I
Yeah.
can't base it there also. That's why a lot of marriages fail because they base it there on the emotion. Hindi na kita love. Hindi na tayo compatible. No? May tinatawag na spirit Yan yung eternal di ba? And that's the one that connects you to God or to your creator. Or how other would people say they're God, right? But that's very important. Your origin story, who created you, is very important. That's the first part of the book where I talked about the Genesis, the origin story of how humans were created.
Yeah.
We were created in the image and likeness of God. Grabe yun. For the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords to say, I created humans in my image and my likeness, ang daming implication. Alec, you're created in the image and likeness of God. You have intrinsic value. You have no price tag. I couldn't even pay. That's how valuable you are. Imagine if everybody thinks this way. I'm valuable. In short, love life ko magiging better. I'll make good decisions. Why? I'm valuable. Don't treat me like trash. I know my identity.
Yeah.
I'm loved by God. I'm affirmed by God. Right? I'm a child of the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So wag mo lang ako basta gaganyanin. In the same way, if every human sees every human as created in that image and likeness, what will I do? Tataas ang respect, love for each other, understanding, collaboration. Sobrang sarap ng world
Yeah.
if we understand personhood. But sad to say, a lot of people don't understand personhood.
Yeah. Why do you think people are having a hard time connecting to that?
I think number one problem that I see is just the awareness that I am not my own God. You know, I don't write. One of the concepts of the book is, di ba, we always say either a Christian would say God is the author of my life, or kung wala kang God, I'm the author of my life. Basically, I challenge both premise. The premise is in life, para tayong video game ni Mario, naglalakad ka, si God nagbigay ng mga factors dyan, may star, may mushroom, may fireball, di ba? I've given you everything in the world. Genesis, the origin story. It's up to you to tap into that. The blessings of God, the power of God, the anointing of God, right? And whatever relationship God has placed in your life to flourish you. And I think that's the part we play. We collaborate with our creator towards finding that, so that my identity would not be based on ako kasi author ng life ko paano pag gumiba ka? Tapos ka na rin. Author of your life. Yun nga nangyari sa Titanic, di ba? Di ba? O sige, the ship that even God cannot, di ba, destroy. Look what happened on the first try, right? Or some people na yung si Lord na bahala, wala akong gagawin. Bababa na lang yung pera. Bababa na lang yung success. I don't think God works that way. I've never seen it that way in my 45 years of existence. There's always a choice we make every day.
Yeah.
Even the choice of our personhood. Where do I base my identity? Is it in the world? The world tells you pag may mayaman ka, pogi ka, matangkad ka, singgit ka, maputi ka, then different yung pagtrato ko sa'yo. That's why all these injustices happen, because we have to go back to the origin Lahat ng tao importante.
Yeah.
Kahit anong kulay, black, white, yellow, doesn't matter. We're all valuable.
Yeah.
And that's where I find my being. There's a temporal value and there's an eternal one. Ano sabi? Si Jesus na lang. Sabi ni Lord, di ba? Do not be anxious about anything. Right? Look at the birds of the air. Right? Look at them. They don't worry about the food, the lilies of the field. Why? Isn't your body more important than clothes? Di ba? And isn't your body more important than clothing? Isn't more than food? And then your clothing more important than, I forgot what he said. There were two things always that he was comparing to. The temporal and the eternal. Pag tinignan mo ang tao, mahilig tayo, we go to church every Sunday. Everybody goes to church. Ang tanong naman, what church eh? The church that we go to is either the mall, where all the temporal values are. Food, clothing, di ba? Pang massage, pang
Entertainment,
spa, di ba?
relaxation, yeah.
Si Lord, sabi niya, hindi, may mas importante. Body, health, life, okay? More than all this clothing, life is more important. Yung life pala yung isa. Di ba? So, you've got choices. Do I put 80% of my energy towards the temporal, or do I put it towards what's more eternal? What truly matters, di ba? Actually, nung nasa hospital ako, iba na yung mga tanong ko eh. Kaya, change perspective na ako after nun eh. 43 ako nun eh. Nung nagkasakit ako. Kasi hindi ko na alam, baka ganito na ako for the rest of my life. Everything that I've worked for, fame, followers, influence, pag nasa kama ka na, at hindi ka makagalaw, and my wife was the one siya nagpapaligo sa akin eh. I can't move. Going to the CR was 30-minute exercise. Imagine mo, 3 nurse, angatin ako, para maglakad ako na parang robot for 30 minutes to go to the CR, which was before 10 seconds, 5 seconds. When you were there, you now start to see, Lord, ano pang gagawin ko sa buhay? Ganito na ba to? Right? That's where the affirmation from the Lord came in. Hindi, importante ka. Anak kita, mahal kita. May plano pa ako sa'yo. Yeah. Yun yung fighting spirit ko nun eh. Hindi, kaya pa to. Hindi ako iwan ni Lord. Now, kung kunin ako ni Lord, hindi naman iwan ni Lord yung pamilya ko. Hindi ko na rin alam. I had no answers to even my own questions. Yeah. But I just knew my identity was based on something that's more permanent than just temporal.
Yeah.
Kaya ano na kami ni Tami nun, family meeting na kami after eh. O yung binabalak nating lupang bibilhin, kaano ka-importante to? Wala na eh. Pag may sakit ka, Alec, benta mo yan para tumagal ka pa ng 1 taon, 2 taon. Even the property won't make any, parang ang liit na lang pala ng value ng lupa para lang mabuhay pa ako ng 1 taon or, di ba? Wow! Parang doon ako na shucks, I've been, even as somebody of the faith, pwede rin pala ako ma-defocus on the temporal. No? Dapat maganda damit ko. Dapat, doon nakadamit kang may biyak sa likod, di ba? Kasi that's the only shirt that I have. You see, parang it becomes clearer. When there's crisis, brings you so much clarity of what's truly valuable. Right? And I know it's not a famous message to share, but it's something that has changed me, changed how I see life, changed even my mission. Because I understand, I have one life to live here. I need to maximize that life. I need to design that life the way God wants me to live this. Kung ilang years pa ako dito sa mundo.
Yeah.
Let me share to you a story. Parang story naman tayo, Alec, di ba?
Yes.
So, this one I learned from the Bible. No? So, Luke chapter 5, the story of the calling of the first disciple. So, Peter and his friends were fishing all night and they were not able to catch a fish. Dumating sila, umaga na, nakita nila si Jesus and just sabi ni Jesus, okay, cast your net over there. Sabi niya. Sabi ni Peter, Master, we've been fishing all night and we haven't caught a fish. But then, afterwards, but because you say so, we will do it. And you know what happened? They were able to catch a large number of fish that their nets began to break and their boat began to sink. That they have to bring, John and James, laki dito kasi hindi namin kayang i-haul. And still, muntik na mag-break yung net sila at mag-sink yung boat nila sa dami ng isda na nahuli nila during that time. And when they came, they asked the Lord, we will follow you because of that principle. So what can we learn from that story that I've been applying it in business? No? Kasi Alec, there's a difference between growth and scaling eh. Pero that's another story. Pero let me finish it first ha. So number 1 is know who your master is. Sa totoo lang, sino mas magaling mangisda? Yung karpintero o yung fisherman?
Fisherman.
Di ba?
Uh-huh.
Pero nakinig sila sa karpintero, di ba? Does it make sense? Not really, di ba? So, but Peter acknowledged who his master is, which is Jesus. Number 2 is Tatanong ko, kaya pa ba nila magdagdag ng 1 kilong isda sa nahuli nila o hindi na?
Hindi na. Lulubog na.
Lulubog na, masisira na yung net. Pero may isda pa ba sa dagat?
Marami pa.
Marami pa. Tama? So, it's not the issue of the fish. It's the issue of your capacity or capability.
Wow.
So, the question is, how are you building stronger nets or bigger boats in preparation for your business? Kasi nandyan yung isda eh. Baka yung... So, ngayon, ang tanong ko ngayon, Alec, ano yung nets, ano yung boats sa negosyo?
Mm.
Gusto mo bang malaman?
Yeah.
Nasa libro.
Guys, next dito sa chapter.
I'll share it.
Yeah.
No, so, the nets is our processes and the boats are our resources. So, you need to build processes so that you'll be able to catch more fish. And you need resources to be able to have bigger boats. Then, that's a principle that I started, and up to now, I always look at our capabilities, our capacity to be able to service our clients, to be able to grow our business. A job versus a career, and difference ng mindset ng individual is a career is something long-term.
Yeah.
I want to develop this career for me to be But then we have to put it another mindset. It is a calling. My work is a calling. It's not just a job. It's not just a career for long-term development. It's where God has called me. So ang tanong ko, where has God called you in your life? As an entrepreneur, as someone in the corporate world, as a video specialist? Kasi if you are called, you know you're called, wala. Yung klase ng trabaho ibibigay mo, hindi. Ang job kasi transactional. 8 to 5 lang ako, boss. Tama? Ang career, kailangan ko i-develop yung sarili ko para gumaling pa ako sa career na gusto ko. Pero ang calling, kahit anong mangyari, ito na yung tawag ko sa akin. Kahit may nag-offer sa akin ng 2x na sweldo, I'm called to be here, I'm called to do this work, iba yung impact nun.
Yeah.
So you as the leader of the company, how would you shift the mindset of your people from a job to a career to a calling?